Well, the good news is my parents want to see me.
And the bad news?
I made the mistake of telling them that I don't have class on Wednesdays.
And they're coming over?
Afraid so.
Okay, let's go.
Well, I mean, you don't have to run out. I mean, they know we're together. It's why I'm here.
Trust me, they don't need to see the harlot from hell on their first visit.
All right, go to class. And if they're still here after they see this mess and my dad gets done telling me why, I'll never amount to anything in life.
He is wrong.
Right. But if they're still here when you get back, then too bad. You're my girlfriend and I love you.
I really hate to break it up, but we have a half an hour to go across town, park, and make it to class in time. Okay.
Sorry. I have always loved children. I have 2 daughters of my own, Cassie and Adriana. Adriana's father was Latino, yes. And then recently, I adopted a lovely young woman whose mother was Colombian. Unfortunately, both her parents were killed when they were doing humanitarian work in Vietnam. But our house has...
I've got Dory and Lord eating out of the palm of my hand. Not Mom. I shall be able to put part 2 of my plan into action as soon as I hang up the phone.
She just had a baby, and so I'm
David.
helping her as well.
Did you know that I was the star of the Supermodel Crime Club?
I don't watch that much TV.
I played a really smart detective who was smart. So why don't you save us both some time and tell me who you were talking to on the telephone and what part 2 of your plan is?
Have you been able to talk to him yet?
Well, no, he's still in there with John.
You think I tried to kidnap myself?
I think you and Landers were working together.
But why? What's in it for me? I'm happily married, have a good job. Why would I want to mess that up?
Why would you transfer thousands of dollars into Landers' account?
But I didn't. Hey, you know what? Tell my lawyer gets here, I'm done.
John promised you that he would let you see Jerry.
Yeah, but I don't just want to see him. I want to get him out of here. Lieutenant, are you done in there? Can I take my son home? I'm afraid not, Charlie. Well, what's the charge? We haven't gotten there yet. Okay, then if you're not going to charge him... I didn't say that. You can talk to him if you like.
I'll go to coffee for Jared. Is that okay?
Of course.
John, you must know that Jared didn't kill that man. I mean, he couldn't do it. It's just not who he is.
I don't care what John says or how many nasty headlines that you want to print. Because I believe there has to be some sort of explanation for this so-called incriminating evidence. Plus that I trust my husband.
You know what? You deserve everything you get from this. Because it's bad enough that you married this guy after you tried to scam the family. Now you're trying to bankroll his defense. He's guilty. He murdered a cellmate, period.
Jared didn't murder anyone. He didn't even... They were not cellmates. He didn't know the guy.
You should have dumped him at the first sign of trouble, Natalie.
Oh, really? Like you did to Taya? Well, I thought you loved her.
It's none of your business.
But you know what? Okay, I want to... Let's just pretend something, okay? Let's go back down to the basement of the KID house when, you know, the gas was seeping in and we both thought that we were dying. Why don't you tell your best friend Blair here why you didn't tell Todd that you were married to the surfer dude?
I had my reasons.
You had your reasons, that's it? That's it? Come on, Taya, you're a lawyer. It never occurred to you that Todd might get a little pissed off once he found out, because you knew he was going to find out sooner or later, didn't you?
You know what? You're right.
I know.
It was my fault. It never occurred to me that his jealous ex-wife would stoop so low. I mean, it's obviously you're in love with him. That's never going to change. But the fact that you thought you could win him back by sandbagging...
I don't want Todd back, Taya.
So you keep saying. And I'm really glad to hear that, because as much as Todd may hate me, he wants no part of you. Oh, he's very clear on that. Oh, God. If you could have heard the things he said about you, you would have died. You know, Todd, he can be so brutal. But, he was very clear on this one thing. You will never be more to him than a sloppy toss in the cabana.